Bailey Engel here with head coach of Virginia Tech softball, Scot Thomas, in his 21st season at the helm of the program. Coach, what have you guys been working on in the off season?
Well, right now we're just working on basic softball stuff, fundamentals, and we're starting to look at scouting reports and try to, our early competition. But right now it's just basic softball stuff, things that we'll be working on about any other year.
You guys hit a little bit of a skid to end last year. How have you guys used that as motivation to move on in 2016?
I really haven't really talked about last year. It's basically moving on and being the team that we are this year. It's a much different team. We have a lot of different pieces of the puzzle this time. So, really it's just trying to get better about being ourselves and being this team. And so we're starting fresh. What happened last year happened last year.
And you mentioned those different pieces of the puzzle. What exactly do you mean by that?
Well, we got a lot of good young kids that are coming in, freshmen, and along with the freshman piece, we also have Chelsea Whitcomb, who we didn't have last year because of injury. We've got her back. We've got, oddly enough, we've got two fifth-year seniors in Katie Smith and Kelsey Marica, who gives us a lot of experience from a leadership standpoint from that end, which they're like 23 years old, and they're older kids, where we've got a lot of young players that are coming through and very talented. And so it's going to be an interesting combination and mix, but I like what we have there because our leadership with those two, and then Maggie Tyler and Kiara Oda both as four-year seniors, it's a good combination of good leadership people with good young talent as well.
Got a big tournament coming up next weekend in Tampa, Florida. Teams to note: number 1, Florida is going to be there, defending champions, and then number 2, Michigan, also going to be there. What do you expect to see out of your team next weekend?
I expect us to go out and compete, play hard, play smart. We got South Florida in game 1, who's always tough. They're always a perennial power. I think we'll have a good opportunity to see what we're made of this weekend. Going into Saturday, we have South Carolina and Illinois State, both an SEC program and an Illinois State program that's always solid as well. And then that leads us into Sunday, the doubleheader against 1 and 2. But the biggest thing is taking the experience, getting better each game, try not to beat ourselves, win games based on playing smart, and just kind of getting the job done and competing. That's the biggest thing.
Should be a great season. Thanks for joining us, Coach. Virginia Tech softball opens up their season next week in Tampa, Florida.